The map of RuneScape is divided into chunks, an invisible area of 64 by 64 tiles. This is Gather Chunks. Gather Chunks is one of these what we call chunk accounts, but not a traditional one. Firstly, this account is a main account. Secondly, to unlock new chunks, instead of completing chunk-specific tasks, I need to obtain items on the collection log. So think collection log completionist, but chunkman style. I can choose any adjacent chunk with no rolling. An exception to this is all forms of physical travel. I also pay GP per chunk. This is 5,000 times the numerical order of the chunk, hence the main account. I started on a fresh level 3 account, and I've unlocked my first 100 chunks. Now, I'm in season 2 of the account. 2 collection log items are needed, plus the GP per chunk. The end goal of this account is the trimmed achievement diary cape, so join me as I unlock a RuneScape one chunk at a time. Welcome to Logging Chunks Season 2. I want to kick off Season 2 by obtaining RuneScape's most iconic mid-game upgrade, being the Dragon Defender. Now, to do so, I need access to the Warriors Guild. I also need to get inside of the Warriors Guild. To do that, I need to get a total of 130 in my attack and strength level. So getting 65 attack and 65 strength is just the best way to do that. Currently, I am 1 chunk away from the Warriors Guild, and that will require 2 collection log items plus 505k, which is no problem. Now, to get to the 65 from my current 60 attack and 55 strength is about 450,000 XP. Now, I'm expecting about 35k XP per hour because I have done some testing, so if we do the math, that's about 13 to 14 hours. And I do also need to get 60 defense because you need 60 defense to wield the Dragon Defender, obviously. So while I'm getting all my other defenders, I'm going to be training defense. I'm also going to be doing all the farm runs I can to stack up a very healthy stack of corms and limpwort roots. And before we get started real quick, I do want to thank you all so much for all of the support and the awesome feedback you gave me in the Season 1 finale video of Logging Chunks. I'm having a ton of fun with this series, and it is nice to see just all of the support and all the kind words. So thank you all so much for that. And you guys absolutely killed it. I'm already over halfway to my goal of 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm on track to get it, so I would really appreciate if you're not already subscribed to hit that subscribe button. There's plenty more good content to come, so let's get to the video. Alright, any second now I should be getting a strength level here. There it is. There is 60 strength, the first level that I'm filming. So I'm 60 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get to 65 strength first. Be coming up on 60 hit points pretty soon here. But 65 strength should give me like another max hit or maybe 2, and then it'll make getting the attack just a little bit easier. I probably crashed him, but I've been here for 2 minutes now, so it's all good. Well, no attack level, no strength level here, but I do have a lamp, and I lamp Slayer on this account permanently until I essentially can do Slayer. But here is a notable level 25 Slayer. Can actually kill cockatrice, which I'm pretty far away from. So nothing really significant from that, just wanted to show a milestone. Well, there I guess is a notable combat level. That is level 75, which I believe I can use Sheldar now for Slayer tasks that I can't do. Oh, we got ourselves a freaky forester. No, I missed it. I was too AFK. It's fine. It's fine. It's alright. Alright, so any second now, we're going to hit 65 strength. And these are all easy steps I can do. I just have it hidden because too much clutter on the screen. But there it is, 65 strength. We now have the strength requirement. Now let's switch to attack. I think currently I'm about, based on where I'm at XP-wise on the RuneLite tracker, about 9 hours in, 9.5. So yeah, I think it's going to take a little longer than predicted, but because the farm runs, that's why. And there it is, level 65 attack, 78 combat. More importantly, 65, so we can officially enter the Warriors Guild. We're up to 63 hit points as well, and I slowed down doing farm runs towards the end of this so I could just get it done. I think total time was about 15 hours. So if I did all my farm runs that I was doing in the beginning, it probably would have been closer to 16 to 17. But yeah, 15 hours, pretty much what I estimated, plus a little extra. I have 6 clue steps I can do, so I think I can guarantee hopefully at least 2, maybe 3 caskets from those. So, oh wow, we actually ended up doing all 6 of those clues. Not a single step that I could not do. And if you are wondering, let me just pull it up on the chunk picker real quick. So this is every single chunk I have currently. It is 100. It should say 101 there. I don't know what I deselected. I'll figure that out in a minute. But yeah, I have 101 chunks. The starting chunk of lumberage was free and did not count towards the order. All right, I found the culprit. This fella right here, exactly where I'm standing, funny enough. So it is now the next day after I recorded that last clip, and the Summer Summit happened yesterday, and I gotta say, there is so much good content coming out over these next 6 months. Definitely hit the polls. I know this video is going to be posted after this poll was done, as well as after part 2 of Harlem War is released actually. But I highly recommend if you didn't vote that you should in the next poll and so on, because our votes do matter. I am about finished with my second farm run. I switched to doing Cadentines. I'm level 67 now for farming, which also I want to mention that I got level 65 at the end of season 1 into episode 8. Didn't actually show it, I did it on mobile. Yeah, but I'm 67 now. 65 is a big level for Hispori. Hispori itself has 4 collection log items locked behind it, which I'm definitely going to go for because I believe the minecart system takes you right over here. Yeah, the minecart system takes me right here, which is a physical form of travel I can use, and it's right within the farming guild at Chunky Boy, so that it perfectly works out for us. And we have 2 Hispori seeds, so we can actually do that whenever we please, just we need 2 collection items for that, but I probably won't do that this episode. But I just wanted to mention all of that with the Summer Summit. I'm especially looking forward to that collection log update alongside the collection log high scores. I think that is an amazing idea. And to all you Harlem War chunkers out there, you're either rejoicing that you have new content to do, being part 2 and part 3, with so many new tasks in per chunk, I'm assuming, alongside a big area expansion, or you're in shambles because exactly what I just said. So here's all the farming spoils: 619 Quarms and 512 Limpworts, alongside the 2 farm runs that I did of Cadentines. This is going to be a lot of money. So if I pull out what I have in the bank, that's an additional 135 and 95, I think that's it, to these stacks. So yeah, this is going to be like over 3 mil, I'm hoping. And with this, definitely over 3 mil. But also 6 easy clue caskets, which during episode 6, when I obtained the Goblin Champion Scroll, I did end up getting a lot of easy clues that I was able to complete. Yeah, 22 easy clue caskets from that grind, bringing me up to a total of 28. I'm going to be opening these over time, as I'm going to open a few this episode just to get me my next chunk goals, which just the Warriors Guild. So I need 2 collection log items, but I will use these easy clue caskets for that, and so on. So when I run out of chunks to unlock with the defenders that I'd get, I'm going to go back to easy clues and just keep using these until I have no more caskets. I think that's a pretty good way to use these. So, moment of truth, from all that farming, 15 hours of in-game time, I think IRL took maybe 5 days. We get 3.1 mil. That is amazing. Add that to the stack that we currently have 35,000 coins of, but now it's looking healthy, back over a 3.2 mil cash stack, which would afford 6 chunks for sure. So like I just said, I'm just going to go ahead and open these until I get 2 collection log items. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just open them until we get 2. Hey, and there they are. 2 separate teleport scrolls, which is pretty cool. Lunar Island, which you can't go to, and Mostly Harmless, also cannot go to that place, but hey, they're collection log items, so we're just going to be putting them in the tab. So we can actually use these when we get to those chunks, but we have to keep at least 1 in the bank. But there's item 101 and 102 respectively. All right, I'm actually just going to go ahead and sell all but 1 of those each because they're actually worth a little bit of money. I'm going to get some mithril armor and then head to the Warriors Guild to start the defender grind. So now we got to pay for that chunk. So that is chunk 101 for 505,000 coins. And then we are using, again, these 2 items right here for that 1 chunk. I gotta be very careful to not click these ever, because I don't want to accidentally go to more chunks that I have not unlocked. And there we have it. So we now have the Warriors Guild unlocked. We get 1 music track from that, pretty cool. So now we can enter this door, not a problem, kick that thing open for a hard Falador task, and another music track. So as for the gear that we are rocking, and I do mean rocking absolutely. So my plan is to stack up about 3,000 tokens here. Once I get 3,000, I think that should be enough, because I think that equates to like 300 minutes, I think. So 300 minutes should get me all of the defenders, right? All right, and there is the last animated mithril armor for my 3,000 tokens. I think that took about an hour and 45 minutes, so not too bad. This equates to, like I said, 5 hours of time within the area to get the defenders, so hopefully that's enough, as my experience with getting defenders is that of the Caridian Desert, being very dry. Alrighty, so I am all set to get my defenders. So they actually drop hard clues. I wouldn't say commonly, but they do drop them. So I have a hard clue in my bank from a long time ago, and it's in the exam center, which I have unlocked. So I'm going to juggle hard clues until I can get essentially a guaranteed casket. I think they're 4 to 7 steps, I want to say. And I'm also have a chance at getting a curved bone because these do drop those, and I'm currently missing that item still. And lastly, the defender drop rate is a 1 out of 50 for all of them. When we get to the dragon defender, that one is, I think, 1 out of 100. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And do we get a 1 KC bronze defender? We do not, sadly. And also, if I end up getting these seeds right here, I will probably throw the PC out the window. Hey, there it is. As usual with this account, over the drop rate, but we got the first one. Now, I'm not going to be showing all of them. I'm just going to show this one, of course, and then I'll show the rune one, but the other ones I just don't see really why. It'll be kind of repetitive, and also my PC is a bit of a potato, and I can't actually edit while I'm having my recorder up at the same time, so yeah. Alright, no defender here, but just ignore what I said about not showing them. I have to show the collection log pop-up, so yeah, it's I'm gonna show them, but I may or may not talk over them. May just make a little tiny montage out of it. We'll see. And there it is. There's the dragon defender. Let's go ahead and get that. Get out of here. Now that is truly a massive upgrade. Oh, that looks so nice. Right on drop rate. That's what I like to see. Well, I gotta say, I have finally not gone dry on a dragon defender. I've actually gotten this one probably the earliest I've ever gotten them. So real quick, I do want to take a quick moment to shout out Buzz here. Buzz Colson. He was there actually when I got the rune defender and actually offered to pay or help pay for the bonds that I'm giving away. Very generous offer, Buzz. But of course, no need for that. But thank you again for that. Yeah, it was cool to have you there and to chat with you. So let's take a look at the bank here. So we have all of the defenders in there. Let's go ahead and put the rune in there. So all defenders are there. And then I'll go ahead and take the dragon defender off and throw it in there too. So it's nice to have all of these in order, perfectly in order, so they're actually kind of easy to get out. I know I can make these little tabs here, but visually this looks very nice. Oh, and I do actually have 120 tokens left. The 3,000 was pretty much exactly spot on. Total time was probably, yeah, right at about 4.5 to 4 hours and 45 minutes because you know, of course, you use 10 tokens to get in every time. So over time that used a bunch. I'd say probably closer to 4 hours and 15 minutes then. And I do gotta say, I did lose my hard clue. Whenever I got the rune defender and came down to the basement, I totally forgot it was up there. So yeah, I lost it. We'll get some hard clues later on. So with the dragon defender now out of the way, I want to focus my attention on something else. And if you notice, I have 9 selected chunks here on the chunk picker, right down here. I'm going to focus my attention on starting the Grand Tree quest. Now, in Karamja, this is what I need, these 9 chunks here. So this is going to require a total of 18 collection log items, because 9 times 2 is 18. And I don't even know the GP yet. I'm assuming this is going to be close to 5 mil. This is going to be at least 4.6 mil, I'd say. Now, with the defenders, we have 8 of those knocked out, so we can do these first 4 chunks here. As for the 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, we need to figure something out to obtain these chunks, because I do want to obtain all of these chunks this episode. This is not all of the chunks for the Grand Tree quest, but this is the majority of them. This is leading up to a very special quest that I want to do next episode. So let's get to work on unlocking these chunks and finding some new activities. So I'm actually going to go ahead and unlock those first 4 chunks, being the Brimhaven area and the northern bit of Karamja. I think at the last skip I called it Karamja, but I always say Karamja. I don't know why I called it Karamja. I'm going to go ahead and sell these farming supplies because I've been doing a ton of farming, as you can tell. And from all that farming, about 4 days IRL time, it gave us 3.1 mil essentially. We're making so much money off of all this farming. This is our main money maker, and I think it will continue to be for quite some time. So with that 1.3 mil we have, we're up to 4.4 mil. This can easily afford, I think, basically all 9 chunks in the episode now. So those are going to be at chunks 102 through 105. So I'll show you the first one and then speed through the rest. So chunk 102 is going to cost 510. And then 525k, bringing us up to almost 2.1 mil to get those 4 chunks. Not too bad at all. And here are the 8 items we're using for those 4 chunks, all the defenders. Put those into the tab, and now let's go get those chunks. Alrighty, so we're here at the charter ship, and I think back in episode 3, maybe 4, I accidentally went to Brimhaven via the port right over here in Remington. It was a total accident, so I'm not going to get any music tracks for going here because, like I said, I accidentally went there when I didn't have this chunk. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock it now via the map. So yeah, we're going to be unlocking this chunk right here, which is a physical form of travel that we can travel to via the charter ship. And here we are at our brand new chunk. So now let's go get the other 3. And there we go. There's all the chunks that we can unlock now. And we got a total of 9 music tracks for going down into these areas. Pretty nice. And I had totally forgot to mention that I just straight up slapped the Dragon Defender in my hand. I have 60 defense now. I got all the way to 61, very close to 62 during the Defender grind. And yeah, I just completely forgot to mention it. But yeah, there it is. Before I go any further with doing new activities, like I said a bit earlier in the episode, I do want to open these 21 easy clue caskets. I'm all caught up on items right now with chunks, so I figured now is a perfect time to go ahead and open these 21 easy clue caskets. And of course, you gotta let the homies know. Alright, let's get to it. Hey, there's item number 1, Bob's black shirt. Oh, and there's another item pretty much straight away. The Charged Dragonstone Jewelry Scroll. And another item, Gothic Page 4. Oh, the Amulet of Power Trim. That thing is worth so much money. Oh my goodness. And we got 2 more, the Staff of the Bobcat. Let's go. And we got the Piscator's Teleport, of course, that's perfect. Oh my goodness, we're getting so many items from these. The Armadillo Robe Top. Wow, and there's finally purple sweets on the account. The first purple sweets we got. And a amulet of magic trimmed, so that's pretty cool too. Okay, and the last one, and nope, but we got more purple sweets that we could sell, so that's perfect. All right, let's see. There's all this spam. All right, let's see everything we got and count it up. So it's all tallied up, and in the inventory, it's in order, in the order I got them. All 9 items actually, so we're up to 119, which is perfect. So I can just round that out to 120 and unlock 5 additional chunks with that, I think. Yeah, because I'm at, yeah, I can unlock 5 chunks once I get 1 more collection log item. But here's what we're rocking with. So we got 7 easy clue uniques. I want to say we got 6 from those clue openings. And the other ones are in the shared treasure trials rewards, the teleport scrolls along with the Guthix page, and then yeah, the other kind of miscellaneous clue items you get is in that shared collection log item. So let's put all of these in the bank. And there we go. So this has gotten quite beefy very fast. So like I said, 9 collection items from that. So let's go ahead and get 1 more. All right, I just quickly sold all of the stuff that I could essentially from Easy Clues. So I get a grand total of 156k. That is honestly pretty dang good. And real quick, I do want to show you that I do have 1 of each item. I've saved 1, of course. And I think it'll be kind of cool to stack up these black pickaxes. So I don't think I'm ever going to sell these. And in case you were wondering, the loop half of key and the dragonstone came from the cyclopses. So I'm going to be unlocking another piece of the graceful outfit. I need to go ahead and start getting more of this outfit as I only have the gloves currently. And I've been waiting for that restore energy stuff, whatever they're going to release. But it's been over 2 months now since they released that blog back in June. It's been closer to 3 by now. So I'm kind of tired of waiting. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some more agility. Gonna go ahead and unlock my next piece of graceful. Probably, I may go for expensive, I may not. Not 100% sure, but check out this fashionscape. This is extremely fashionable right now, if you ask me. And here is going to be a notable agility level. That is level 50 agility. And we're back again with another level 52 agility. That's gonna be the last level for now. So we have plenty of marks of grace, so let's go head over to Grace and get some graceful. Alright, so we are at Grace now, so let's go ahead and trade her. We have 66 marks of grace. Went over, but I wanted to get level 52 before I left. We're going to get the most valuable piece, the graceful legs. They cost 60. Let's go ahead and buy those now. And there it is, the graceful legs now obtained. Also, pretty good fashionscape with what I'm wearing now. And not bad. So now that we have 10 additional items, we can unlock these 5 chunks here. And I was thinking, and I looked at the guide again for the Grand Tree, and I actually don't think I need this chunk right here, chunk number 4. So I'm going to go ahead and deselect that. And then actually for chunk 5, I'm going to be unlocking this one right here, right by Yanil, the Hazelmere chunk. So I'm going to divert and use the 5th one for that one, because this is also needed for the Grand Tree. And this isn't, again, this is not all of the chunks that I would need, but this is about all I want to do for this episode. Okay, so that is chunk 106 through 110, and here is all the items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stacks of items here to unlock 5 chunks. So let's go ahead and unlock those. So chunk 106 is going to cost 530, and I'll speed through the rest of these. Okay, don't have enough. I have enough for 4 of those. I think that was 4. Yeah, that was 4. I need to scrape together a little bit more money. 1 sec. Alright, so I am back, and I just scraped together a few more things here. Just sold a couple potions and some runes that I had. So now we can afford that. We're up to 559. So that last chunk, chunk 110, is going to cost 550. So now we're essentially completely out of cash. But I've already converted that to platinum tokens, so let's do this one as well. And there we go, 2.7 mil to unlock most of the Grand Tree. Not too bad. So into the tab it goes, and then let's go put on our fashionscape back on, and there we go. So let's put all this, actually, first, let's put these in the tab. There we go. Now let's take them out. So let's go get those chunks. Alright, so there we go. So we got all of the ones over here on Karamja. I don't think we got any music tracks. This should be everything we need on this side of Karamja to do the Grand Tree. So let's go do the Hazelmere chunk and then move on to something else. So these past few episodes I have been pretty slack on doing the quests as I unlock my chunks. And I've amassed quite a number of quests to do. I think I counted up to at least 10 to 12 total that I can do right now for sure. A couple I think I can do, 1 or 2 I can do with a skill requirement or 2, and I want to get them knocked out now. So let's start with the Hazel Cult quest. So if we search this cupboard here, that should be quest completed. And there it is, quest completed. 2,000 big ones to the catch stack. It's honestly a big help right now. And 30 thieving, pretty nice. So let's move on to another quest. And there is the last quest for now, and I did quite a lot of questing there. There's 22 herb lore. I got a lot of stats, 35 cooking, all the way to 27 rune crafting, 9 smithing from one of the mini quests for RFD. Yeah, a ton of stuff here, a ton of quest points. I think I got at least 10 plus, probably close to 15 quest points. Just a lot of progress here. So this is very nice. This unlocks the Shades of Morton dungeon, I believe. I can do that now right up here, so that's pretty cool. A lot of collection logs there, and also Guardians of the Rift is now an option, so that's really exciting. I do enjoy me some Guardians of the Rift, so I'm looking forward to doing that, but not anytime soon. So let's move on. So I have a couple clips to show during my questing spree, and I didn't want to show them in the middle of that because I plan to make a little montage out of it, which you've already seen by now, and hope you liked it. So I'm going to show those right now. Alright, let's see if I get anything here. I'm missing 2 emotes and I think a piece of the outfit. I got an outfit piece. Now, I'm in the middle of my little questing spree, so I'm going to just show this after that. Okay, I also got this, the fresh crab claw. I did not recall ever getting that before on any account. Yeah, there's item 122 now. I missed the pop-up because I didn't have my recorder up, because again, I thought that I didn't think that I would get this item, but I have it now, and again, this will be after the little questing spree. So yeah, I definitely was not expecting either of those items, especially that fresh crab claw. I've never gotten that before, and I've done that subquest so many times, but it was pretty cool to get that. And the random is just purely random. I think I have every random item event now, apart from the stale baguette, and I think that one piece of lederhosen. Yeah, I'm just missing the lederhosen and the stale baguette. So that's all I have left for randoms. So yeah, like I said, just very random. It just happened, and so now I'm up to 122. I can get one more chunk with that. I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this episode by doing the Grand Tree quest. I just need 2 more collection log items, which I can get pretty easily. I have a ton of options right now. And I do need about 1.1 mil for those 2 chunk payments. And right now I am literally broke. I have 32k. I even had to sell my rune at Kite Shield to afford doing the Shades of Morton quest. But first, I had to smash out this level 70 farming, yet another quest cape requirement, knocked out 70 farming on the account. So I know previously I had mentioned that I was not going to do Guardians of the Rift anytime soon, but I really do enjoy this minigame. To me, it's a very pleasing and relaxing way to train runecrafting. I enjoy the activity, so why not do it since I just unlocked it? Now, it's not going to be very efficient, my method of doing this for now, but like I said, I'm just going to do a few runs of this, get 2 collection log items, which a couple of these collection log items with this activity are fairly common. I can expect them probably within an hour or two. So let's go ahead and start doing some Guardians of the Rift. I want to say I'm not going to use any pouch. I have the small and medium right now. I'm just going to use the small because the other ones degrade, and the small one actually does not degrade from what I've seen. So let's knock out some runs. Alright, I'm going to do my best to talk while playing this minigame. So the main thing I was thinking about with Guardians of the Rift is it takes you to all the altars throughout Gielinor, and a lot of them I do not have access to in, like, let's say the overworld, we can call it, Gielinor itself, but I do have access to them through the Guardians of the Rift. Now, I'm not sure people's opinion on this, so let me know if you think I should have the corresponding chunk unlocked to go there. In my opinion, I don't think I need it because this is purely through the minigame, and since I have the minigame unlocked, I should be able to use all altars if I have the level and the quest requirements, because some do require certain quests to access. Like for example, the air one, and nothing really required of that. Just go to the air altar by Falador. I don't have the Falador chunk, so I'm still using it. Mind altar, I think I have that, I'm not sure. But yeah, the earth I do have, the fire I do have, chaos I don't, coming up on chaos. So yeah, just let me know what you think, if I should have the corresponding chunk, or if you agree that I just don't really need it since it's all through the minigame. Now, this only really applies to like the nature altar and the chaos altar. I have pretty much everything else here that I can access via non-questing altars. So if you guys agree in the comments, if anyone does decide to voice their opinion and there's a riot, I will no longer use those, but for now I am going to use them when I get the level. And there is 40 rune crafting. Alright, I got 13 chances here to get at least one collection log item. It's kind of hard to balance these because I don't have too many catalytic altars to use, but hey, it's all good. I have 13 rolls, so let's just go for it and see if we get anything. I'm expecting to get at the Abyssal Pearls. Hey, and there they are, the Abyssal Pearls. And I got all the pouches. I have every pouch now, which is pretty cool. And nothing else. That's kind of to be expected. I expected to get these and that was it. But there's one out of the 2, so let's just do a little bit more. Alright, so once this game ends, that'll be a big runecrafting level, 44 runecrafting on the account. Can now make my own nature runes, very nice, but also 1200 total from that. Now that looks pretty clean. Alrighty, so we have 16 rolls now, so let's just get to it. I believe there it is. Yep, there it is. Search number 1, the Catalytic Talisman. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to risk it. Yep, I knew it would happen. There's another item, the intricate pouch. It's all good. I can't open it anyways. I'll just keep it in the bank. So here is items number 124 and 125. Very, very nice. This will be sitting in our back pocket for next episode. Alrighty, so those 3 items are now in the bank, so I'm going to be using these 4 items here to unlock those 2 other chunks that I need to complete the Grand Tree quest. But first, as usual, I need to make some money, so let's go do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell some Guardians of the Rift stuff I got alongside the farming supplies. So Guardians of the Rift give us a total of 142k, not too shabby. And the farming, we get a total of, I don't know how much that was, about 1.3 to about 2.3 mil actually. So now we have plenty of cash to afford those 2 chunks. So that is going to be chunk 111 for 555,000 coins. There we go. And then chunk number 112 for 560,000 coins. And here are the 4 items right here. and into the tab it goes for over 32 mil now. I think I've spent close to 7 mil just in this one episode. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. But let's go get those 2 chunks. So to actually get to the Grand Tree chunk, it's not walkable anywhere. I cannot walk through any of these chunks to get there. I'm actually going to be utilizing what I unlocked in episode 3, the balloon transportation system, and it drops me off right here. I have checked it on my main. It drops you off right there, 1 or maybe 2 tiles within this chunk, so I'm all good there, I hope. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and unlock it now. Alright, so now we have that chunk unlocked, and it takes 3 magic logs to get there initially, and then subsequent trips take 1. So let's just see how this goes. And that should be it. Now there's 2000 fire making XP, huge. And yep, I'm literally 1 tile within that. Sorry, Extreme Gnome, I am the Gnome King now. Step aside. This is your king now. So now that we're here, let's go ahead and immediately unlock this second chunk over here that I will be needing for the Grand Tree. I'm like 99% sure this is every chunk I would need. So let's just have fingers crossed that we actually do have all of them after this. So right here is exactly why we needed Karamja. So he's going to fly us to Karamja, and yep, there is the area I already unlocked alongside the shipyard. And then I think we're going to go down here as well. So yeah. And I needed this gnome ball field chunk because of this 1 NPC right over here. But I think this person is also used in other quests, so it's all good. So I'm at the conclusion of the quest now. I just got to kill the level 172 Black Demon, and I'm definitely going to use Fire Strike because that's what everyone does, right? But I actually did not need this 1 chunk down here in Karamja. The glider that I got down here, I don't know what quest I'm thinking of, but I totally did not need that chunk. It's alright, no cope here. Not gonna have copium, it's fine. It is what it is. Well, this should be quest completed here any second now, and I gotta say, I found this rock within the first 3 or 4 routes. I think that's the first time that's ever happened, and I will definitely take the W there. Alongside here, there is 5 quest points, so much XP, but unfortunately no levels because the point in the account that I'm at, I don't really get too many levels from quests any longer, but there is the Grand Tree quest done. A insanely good quest to have knocked out now. Up to 97 quest points now, almost 50 quests completed now. I think I paid about 6 mil just to unlock all the chunks for this 1 quest this episode. Insane. Oh, and I do get access to the gliders now, which is another form of physical travel now unlocked. So in typical me fashion, I obtained yet another item on the collection log, actually earlier today, while doing a bit of AFK forestry on mobile here at the Hosidius area actually. The magic trees right over there is where it happened. I've recently switched to those for some extra GP because I don't really care too much about XP right now. But I got the Lederhosen shorts as item 126 on the account. And if you don't know, I do work a full-time job, and when I get a chance at work, I do some forestry. So that's just where these levels have been coming from over time. I'm getting up there, level 81 currently. I'm just trying to green log forestry over time. If we took a quick peek at the forestry collection log, this is what I'm working with. These 2 are purely RNG. If I get it, I get it. I don't. I'm saving up for the fungus-shaped log, which is 15,000 bark, and I'm about halfway there. And the lumberjack I will get through temple trekking. And once I get that, I will get the subsequent upgrade to the outfit. So here's my current entire map of Gielinor and all of the chunks I have unlocked. And chunks 1 through 12 that you see numbered here are the chunks I obtained this episode, and they are in order, in the order I obtained them. We made a ton of progress here, mainly in the Karamja and a little bit in the Tree Gnome Stronghold. And as for Karen, that has stayed the same, nothing new over there this episode. But I think in the next couple of episodes, I do want to start unlocking a few more chunks over there. We had some pretty crazy progress this episode. Season 2 has started out very strong. So many quests completed this episode, and we obtained the Dragon Defender, old school RuneScape's most iconic mid-game upgrade. As I stand here looking at my newly acquired chunks, I cannot help to think that we have some unfinished business with King Narnard. tune in next episode to see what monkey business we get into. Hope everyone enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.